What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to answer your questions from Instagram and Facebook. I've already taken a look at a few of the questions and let me tell you, there are some good ones. So this is probably going to be a two-part video. But without further ado, let's get started. KevU0397 asks, do you have any isolation workouts for your inner thigh area? What? Yeah, point your toes out, point your knees out when you squat. That'll get your adductors. Barbell lunges, really lunging out, gets me really sore in the groin area, so try that out. Brandon Stevens has a problem with going on his toes during a deadlift. You're probably starting with the barbell too far out in front of you, so this is pulling you forward. Your shoulder blades are too high, your hips are too high, so your shoulder blades are too far over the bar. So bring that barbell back over midfoot, shoulder blades over the bar, and that should allow you to pull the barbell straight up vertically without feeling like you're being pulled forward. My life is a Dams, or my life is Adams. It says Untamed strength. Why do you prefer Rippetoe grip for low bar? Two reasons. I like to keep my wrist flat, and if I have my thumb around the bar, trying to keep my wrist, that bends my wrist, so trying to keep them flat, my thumb's in the way. So I go with a thumbless grip, which allows me to flatten my wrist. And then what I also like to do is pull my elbows in towards my sides. So what happens is I flatten my wrist, and then as I pull my elbows in, my hands come off the bar, so it looks more like this kind of grip. Hey man, don't know if this has been asked before, but does being bigger, i.e. weighing more, help you move bigger weights? Yes, it does. Mass moves mass. It's easier to move 300 pounds when you weigh 300 pounds. Now, I'm not telling you to get big and fat just so you can lift more. You actually need to get stronger, but it does help with lifting heavier weights. When I was at my strongest, I was also at my heaviest body weight. I lost about 20 pounds and I couldn't lift as much. I don't necessarily think that's because I got that much weaker. I think it's just an adjustment in body weight. I couldn't move as much weight because I didn't weigh as much. Yurtless Turtle says, I lean forward too much during the squat. Best way to fix this? I've made all kinds of videos about this. There's a number of things. You're leaning forward, so you're letting the bar drift forward. You're unable to keep the bar balanced over the middle of your foot. You might want to widen your stance, point your toes out, point your knees out, sit your hips back more, tuck your elbows more. There's a number of things that could be causing you to lean forward. Logan's Brown says, what movements do you prefer for leg hypertrophy? Squats. Other than squats, walking, barbell lunges. I remember when I was trying to get my legs really big, I would do lunges all the time. 2-3 times a week, 5 sets of 10 per leg. So that's 100 lunges total. And I would do them heavy. I would just completely exhaust my legs. So I really like walking barbell lunges other than squats. Fetty Galino asks, do you like Tool? Yes, I love Tool. Uday says, a bunch of people are asking about this Moogy program. What the hell is a Moogy program? Guess I should use this phone and Google it. I don't know what the Moogy program is. Dono90 says, have you ever done the GOMAD diet? And if so, what were your results? GOMAD stands for gallon of milk a day. I've done the go-and-a-half gallon of milk a day. I drink 1.5 gallons of milk a day, sometimes 2. No joke. If you want to gain weight, it'll help you gain weight. Is it a good health choice? Probably not. Will you be spending a lot of time on the toilet? Probably. Matt Severe 1. I just broke my wrist. I am not able to do, I think he's trying to say, most upper body lifts. Is it bad to squat 6 days a week? Nope. Heavy Metal 6657 asked, what's the best way to increase the clean and jerk and the snatch? Do more clean and jerks, do more snatches, continue to increase your squat, your deadlift, and your strict overhead press. Practice, practice, practice. Robert Vanderlind. What's the fastest way to become stronger in chin-ups? Lose weight. Irsemanero says, what's the best position for the bar when squatting? Behind the neck or low behind the deltoids? That, again, that varies from person to person. It'd be a high bar squat or a low bar squat. If you squat just naturally with a vertical posture, you're probably going to benefit from having the bar on the top of your traps, right behind your neck, because that's what's going to allow you to squat up and down while maintaining balance. You might have a little bit of body lean in your squat. You might sit your hips back. Your torso might lean forward a little bit. If you put the bar high on your back, it's just going to pull you forward over your toes. So you would want to put the bar lower on your back. High bar squat, low bar squat, whatever. Do whatever you want. But adjust the bar according to your squat style. Kate Lifts says, how do you reduce stress before a heavy training day? My level of stress is killing my gains. Running a gym, owning a business can be very stressful, so I can relate. And you're right. Stress will kill your gains. So what you have to do is you have to train your body to relax through meditation. So if whether it's at the end of the night, you might want to take 10-20 minutes, listen to some calm music, stretch, relax, de-stress. Or if it's directly before a training session, same thing. You might sit in your car, put some tunes on, cancel everything out else in your life out, and focus on what you're about to do. You've trained yourself, you've trained your mind to have the discipline to go to the gym, even when you don't feel like it. Now you have to train your mind to forget about everyday stresses. Whatever's bothering you, you have to get in control of your mind and say to yourself, I'm not gonna let those things bother me. For the next hour or 2 hours, I'm gonna blank out my mind and I'm gonna focus on this training session. So you gotta become a master of your mind. Meditation. Aha! I'm in too deep. Says, what's your opinion on the Moogy program? Again, he says, it's when you go suicide grip on all of your lifts, expecting to increase all your lifts. What? Wait. That's all it is? You just do a thumbless grip? So what about the deadlift? Do you do alternating grip, thumbless? Right, that's what you mean by suicide grip? Sounds stupid. I'm gonna invent a program where you have to do everything with your eyes closed just to make it a little bit harder. Rob V. Dent 91, should you push your knees out when deadlifting? I think so. External rotation of your femur is controlled by your glutes. I think it helps facilitate with a strong glute activation, strong lockout. So yeah, I think you should push your knees out, but to an extent. You don't want to push your knees so far out that they're pushing into your arms. What do you think about Greg Nuckols' sample programming? You think it's good enough? Yeah, it's Greg Nuckols. He knows what he's doing. Tater99, huge fan of YouTube channel. I'm 16 years old. I train mainly for strength, for the wrestling season. You're the only one I listen to because other YouTubers are full of shit. Don't know what they're talking about. My question's power clean. What are some drills to practice being able to catch the bar at the bottom of the clean? Are you doing a clean or a power clean? I have a lot of trouble catching the bar low like that. So I guess it doesn't matter. Power clean or clean, you want to think about driving your elbows forward. So what I like to do when I jump and then I reposition my feet. So if you were to hear me power clean or clean, my feet, there's an audible stomp on the platform. And what I like to do is time that stomp with my elbows getting into the catch position. So there's really a sense of urgency in getting your elbows forward. Godlike Lee, assistance work on deadlift days. That all depends on your weakness. Is your grip failing? Is your back rounding? Hamstrings? Are you slow off the floor? Maybe some quad work? As a general answer, I'd say heavy pause front squats, lots of heavy rows, back extensions, and deadlift variations. Snatch grip deadlift, Romanian deadlift, stiff leg deadlift. G-Bowl 15, how long will it take me to get used to the hook grip? 57 days. Holden Harris, what's the best way to work on getting a good starting position for sumo deadlifts? I have no idea, and I could really use some help too. I did a sumo deadlift video with Silent Mike and Mark Bell. You can check out the video on this YouTube channel. They offered some tips helping me get into position. Still felt like shit, but go check that video out. Maximum Effort Training says, favorite exercise to increase the lower back. Harder the better. Please, no machine recommendation, Alan. Deadlifts. Ha! Got him. Alan, top 5 metal bands. Oh man, that's tough. I like all kinds of metal, so it's tough to pick. But thrash metal, heavy metal, death metal, power metal, speed metal. I'm not too crazy about brutal death metal or grindcore, but let's see. All right, first and foremost would have to be Metallica, because I started listening to them when I was very young. Whoa. Anyway, so Metallica, number one. Slayer, and no particular order after that. Slayer, Testament, Pantera, and Amon Amarth. And I gotta say at the gates, for obvious reasons. Canor GJ. Behind the neck presses, often criticized. I want your opinion. I believe you're the man. If you have healthy shoulders, they are great. If you have terrible posture and bad shoulders, I would not suggest doing them. Fix your problem first. Powered by Kimchi, member of Untamed Strength. How much money to make you buzz your head and shave the beard? Show me the money, James. Zooksy, could you tell me something about this program with a link to a tnation.com/training/Reg Park's 5x5 program? Is this a good program? Yes, looks like a great program. You guys have to realize that a lot of programs work. There's not one special program. The program works if you make it work. My programs that I offer on my website, 531, Juggernaut Method, Strong Lifts, Reg Park's 5x5, they all work if you make them work. A Cookie 16, how to get more explosive or stronger off the floor during deadlifts for conventional. Welcome to the club, that's my problem. Could be a strength issue, might have weak quads. I would suggest doing some heavy pause front squats to really overload your quads so that you can drive your feet into the floor to break the barbell off the floor. Or it could be a positioning problem. Again, it varies from person to person, but it could be a positioning problem, which is the problem that I have. I tend to sit my hips down too low. This pushes my knees forward, so now the barbell has to travel out and around my knees, making it very slow off the floor. So I've been working to keep my shins a little more vertical, bring my hips up so that that barbell can go straight up as its first movement rather than out and around. So positioning or quad strength. J Bird Jr. 8. Alan, I'm doing your intermediate program. On the days you have Oli movements, what do you recommend for percentages on weight? I don't list percentages because it's meant for someone just starting out with the Olympic lifts. You're kind of learning, you're progressing on your own. I can't do 70% of your 1 rep max if you have no idea what your 1 rep max is. So progress and add weight as you feel comfortable.